Let's talk today about stepping outside of our comfort zones. So, I've got three surprising benefits of stepping outside of your comfort zone. I'm pretty sure that some of these you have not heard before. We'll see. You can let me know in the comments. I'm Tiffany. This is Flourish 52. Thank you so much for being here. On this channel, we talk about creating conditions in life to flourish. So, one of the ways to do that is to step outside of our comfort zone. So one surprising benefit of this is that when we do this, it really gives us a way to have a bit of controlled stress in our life. So we know that we grow through stress, or at least that it's possible. When life throws us things, it's possible to grow even through the worst of things. But it can be really, really hard. And one of the ways to kind of build those muscles, build our resiliency, is to constantly be stepping outside of our comfort zone, to be doing something that feels a little bit challenging to us, that feels new and different, where we're not sure what the outcome is going to be. That helps us to build those resiliency muscles. It helps us to learn to handle a little bit of stress in a controlled environment for something that we want to do. So that's one benefit of stepping outside of the comfort zone. The second benefit is that it will help us know what we want. Now, how can you not know what you want? However, I talk to a lot of people who are like me. They're in their empty nester years, maybe they're early retirement, maybe they've had a job loss, different reasons, and they find themselves with extra time on their hands. That's where I am in life. I have a lot of extra time that I can do with what I want, but I have to know what I want to do with it. Now, it seems like we would automatically know that. That's not always the case. Um, when we've been taking care of other people for a long time, when we've been doing a job for a long time, we stop asking ourselves what we want. We kind of get in a groove of what we're doing. And it's good to sometimes take a step back and figure out what is it that we want to be doing with our life. Now, if it's not right here inside of our comfort zone where we're used to living and acting and moving about, then we need to obviously step outside of that to find what we want to do. It may be something that we did a long time ago, maybe something we did when we were younger, and we want to try and see if we like that again. Maybe it's something brand new that we've never tried, that we're not sure if we can do, if we can make a go of it or not. One benefit, though, is that by constantly stepping out, by having the willingness to seek out new things, we can learn what we do want to do and what we don't want to do. Now, the third benefit is probably something that you have heard. The third benefit of stepping outside of our comfort zone is that we expand our circle, we expand our life. You probably have heard that. I mean, it's kind of obvious. If we stay within that circle of what we're used to, we keep our life small. If we go outside of that a little bit, then we expand it. But what you might not realize is you don't have to move to another country. You don't have to take a giant trip. You don't have to climb Mount Everest in order to expand your life, in order to step outside of your comfort zone. It could be something very small, like signing up for a class for something that you've never done and you don't know anybody in the class. That might feel a little uncomfortable, a little challenging. It might be knocking on your neighbor's door. Introduce yourself, make a new friend. Maybe it's text an old friend and see if you can get together. Sometimes when we've let those relationships kind of dwindle, it can be nerve-wracking to restart that. That's stepping out of our comfort zones. But every time we do that, we expand our life, we expand our social circle, we expand what we're doing, and we become happier. That's the big benefit of it, is we become happier. We become more resilient, we learn new things, we meet new people, all of that. Now, obviously, one way I'm stepping outside of my comfort zone is by starting this YouTube channel. And I'm standing out here. I've got my fuzzy little microphone. I'm not sure what to do with my hands. I'm brand new at this. I know that a lot of my first videos are not going to be great. I know that I'm going to look back on them and think, what was I thinking? But I have to make them. I have to put them out there. I have to share them. That's part of growing. Years ago, back in 2008, I started a blog called Eat at Home and grew it into a business. It's still running today. I'm still running that business. But through that process, I learned so much. When I look back at my first videos, or photos, I'm sorry, this was before we were putting video on things. I wasn't doing any video. I got into it thinking no video would be involved. My first post was banana bread. The picture was horrible, but the recipe was good. That's just part of it. You have to put it out there. You have to keep going. As a matter of fact, yesterday I made a recipe that I had forgotten all about. And when I went and looked it up on the blog, I had never put it in our meal plans. I had never updated the photo. It's from 2009. So it's just straight straight from 2009, as I was capable of doing then. But you know what? That recipe was still good. It's still getting page views. It's still doing the work. So I figured that growing this YouTube channel is going to be the same way. I would love to hear from you. One of the reasons that I wanted to start this YouTube channel is I've had a newsletter, Flourish 52, and you can sign up for that at flourish52.com and see everything that I've written about. I've been writing on that newsletter for a year and a half, and I get some interaction with people. There's quite a few people on the email newsletter, but I don't hear from people real often. And I thought, well, maybe if I start a YouTube channel, I can kind of breathe life into this project and take it in a new direction and get more interaction with people. That's what I'm looking for. I want to be able to hear from people so that I can hone what I'm talking about. I've been doing a certificate of applied positive psychology this year. That program wraps up in November. It's a 9-month program. So I'm learning all kinds of positive psychology. And I'm really interested in applying that to our everyday lives, just as regular people, you and me. And that's what I want to explore on this channel. So I would love for you to introduce yourself in the comments below. I would love for you to tell me what came to your mind about stepping outside of your comfort zone. Did something pop into your head as a next step? Put that in the comments below and let me know. And if you like what we're doing here, subscribe to the channel so that you can stay updated and grow with me. I don't know exactly what it's going to look like, but I hope it's going to be fun together. Thanks so much.